Hello, beautiful souls. It's Alishah with Appalachia Lightworker Paranormal, and I'm here today with T and Twilight to talk to you about my own paranormal experiences. The past few days, I have been sharing with my team, with Tennessee Ghouls, Miss Teresa, Miss Courtney, and Miss Debbie, and we still have to sit down with Miss Cindy and Miss Christy for them to share with you their paranormal experiences. But today I thought I would share mine. So my name is Alishah Radford. I am the owner and operator of Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts and Appalachia Lightworker Paranormal. I also co-partner with Tennessee Ghouls on paranormal investigations, home cleansings, and blessings. I've been asking the question to my partners about what got you into paranormal investigating. And for me, that is a lengthy story that I'm going to try to sum up quickly for you. But I have had gifts throughout my life, but I was raised in a home situation that didn't encourage growth of those gifts. So my growth of my gifts started about over a decade ago when I started a healing journey. So as you can tell, I am bald. I was born with a genetic condition called ectodermal dysplasia, and that has caused me to have lots of health issues my entire life. And in 2012, I started to experience migraines and seizures, and this set me down a path of healing for the body, first of all. And it led me into holistic medicine, into quantum signature frequency healing, energy healing, and so on and so forth. So after I started to receive healing through holistic natural remedies and frequency-based remedies and energy healing, I turned around and started to study it on my own. And then that led into ancient wisdoms and knowledge and practices, which then started to develop my gifts even more of seeing, hearing, and knowing. So I have a background in training and soul psychology and in parapsychology, paranormal psychology. I have training in Reiki energy healing, and all these different matters of ancient wisdom and knowledge from the Kabbalah tree of life, numerology, so on and so forth. And so I started learning to help heal the physical body and the mental body and the emotional body for myself, and then to carry that into helping others. And as I was doing that, I realized that I can actually turn that and help souls in energy that is no longer attached to a physical body or have never been attached to a physical body. And so that is what called me into the paranormal world and into investigating, was actually to help energy and to help trapped souls and to help energy, period, because I don't believe that every haunting is a soul or an entity or a spirit. I believe that sometimes it can just be leftover energy from trauma, from other situations. So as an energy healer, as a shaman, as a trained individual in these ancient knowledge and wisdom, I'm able to bring a different perspective to the table. And I know I'm not the only one that does this, but I am happy to be doing what I do. So that's what got me into the paranormal. So the other question I've been asking others is, what is your favorite paranormal investigation you've been on, your favorite location? And for me, I have multiple different places that I have really, really, really enjoyed, from Brushy Mountain Penitentiary to Old Harriman Hospital in Harriman, Tennessee, to the Scott County Jail in Tennessee. We have had some amazing experiences, and I love the historical places that we have been. But I do appreciate the quietness of a home investigation a lot, and actually being able to help somebody love historical locations, love the energy, love having those experiences. But I do enjoy home investigations or business investigations where we're actually able to help cleanse the energy and help things move on. And so I can't really say I have a favorite location, but I have a lot of respect for a lot of amazing historical locations, and then also have had some great experiences helping individuals in their home. And that's something that I feel like I want to grow in with Appalachia Lightworker Paranormal and Tennessee Ghouls, is to actually get more home investigations so that we can help individuals. And it doesn't have to be a home, it can be land, it can be a business, things like that. But that's definitely why we're getting out and about and doing CreepyCon and other things, because we want to get to know people and people get to know us so that they can trust us to help them. So another question I have been asking my team members on these little interviews is what is their most scary moment or the most intense moment on an investigation? And we always say nothing really scares us, but there can be very intense moments, and I have had quite a few, and I have shared them here on the channel. But the thing that comes from those intense experiences, if we allow it, is we learn a lot. So one of my very intense moments would have to be at Old Harriman Hospital, where I feel that something tried to harm me in a way, to scare me more than anything. And it did affect me for a few days, but I did learn a lot from that situation. I learned more deeply about protection and cleansing. I learned more about intention of who I'm going with, making sure that those I'm around hold a healthy intention also, and those I choose to go and investigate with, and to not be caught up in the competition side that can happen within the paranormal investigating. And I feel like there can be competition in any side of life, but definitely don't get caught up in it while you're doing a paranormal investigation. Everybody brings something different to the table. And, I shared on one of the other ladies' videos, one of my sayings lately is, I'm better than no one, but no one's better than me. Because we all bring something different to the table. And that's why we started Tennessee Ghouls, was so that as women, especially women, but we do invite men to come out and experience paranormal investigating with us. But we wanted people to feel like they could develop their gifts in a safe manner, and that they're respected when they share what they have to share. There's no naysaying or negativity, and a person developing their intuition and their gifts. And so, but my intense moment where I feel like I was shown, like something, a soul was trying to assault me, is how it felt. And I learned a lot from that. And that one of the things was, be aware of the intention of the people you're going out with. I also had another intense moment at Harriman Manor, which is in Harriman, Tennessee, which is no longer available to investigate. In fact, we were the last paranormal team to be there, and we did cleanse the home, and I had an intense evening that night. And again, that taught me I can't carry everybody. I am because sometimes struggle with the savior complex, and then I feel that I have to carry everybody, and I don't have to do that. I have to trust those around me, that they are able to take care of their own energy, and if they're not, then I need to invite them to leave. And that night taught me to use my discernment and my intuition, and to be able to trust those around me, that they are learning to protect their own energy and when to walk away. So I feel like even though I've had an intense night where I have had aggressive spirits or the energy has been a lot, I feel like I've been able to turn around and learn a lot from that. And that's one thing that I do as a life coach through Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts is I try to teach my clients that when something heavy, something bad, something negative is happening to you, don't ask, why is this happening to me? But what can I learn from this situation? What is it trying to teach me? And we can do that in the paranormal world as spiritual detectives. We can ask, what is this trying to teach us? What are they trying to tell us? And it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. So yeah, some intense experiences of being shown aggressive souls. One of the souls actually told me, I'm going to slit your throat, and he was just trying to intimidate me. And and I allowed him to intimidate me in that moment, and now I've learned to stand up to it better than I had in that moment. So another question I've been asking is, what is your most inspirational moment? And I have quite a few. Me and my team get to be in a lot of inspirational moments in homes and in historical locations. But my most inspiring moment has to be watching my team develop their gifts and watching them connect to spirits and help those spirit process things, and how it helps them grow and heal and learn as they are helping these spirits and these souls learn and heal and grow. It's such an inspirational moment to watch these beautiful women develop their gifts and trust their intuition and trust their gut feelings and their discernment. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience, and I'm so honored to be able to be a part of that. But we have had amazing inspirational moments from being able to help souls move on, being able to tell their story in a way that maybe somebody else wouldn't be able to tell them, to tell that story. We love paranormal. We love paranormal groups. We believe every paranormal group brings something different to the table. And, we've been inspired by the groups we have worked with too. And just so much to appreciate within the paranormal community. Another question I've been asking is, what's your favorite piece of equipment or your favorite method? I love doing the Estes method myself. I think it's a fun experience. Not everybody can connect through it, but it is a very cool method. One of my favorite pieces of equipment would have to be, and we're still getting used to it, is the tripwire. It's cool to see it change colors and see the energy shift the colors. So yeah, that would be mine. Favorite method, and growing to be one of my favorite pieces of equipment. The REM pod is really cool too, but a piece of equipment that I'm not too sure about yet is the yes/no machine. We've had some really cool evidence, I believe, and then sometimes I'm like, I have no idea. That thing's just dancing around from green to red. It doesn't seem to be answering. Really, it's confusing. And so that's where I always say it's kind of like we're detectives, because we're having to take evidence from multiple different situations and put it all together. So the yes/no machine said this, and then the Spirit Talker app said that, and then the Spirit Box said that, and you kind of piece it together as a detective would do. So my advice for a person coming into paranormal investigation, maybe for the first time, always protect your energy. Energy is everything, and you have to protect your energy. You have to protect it from the people you are working with. You have to protect it from the energy of the space you're going into, from the souls, from the entities. Protection is important. And I know there's a belief that maybe if you protect, you won't experience as much. And I can tell you that is not the truth. You're opening yourself up to something that can harm you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I believe that thoroughly. And you don't have to agree with me, but that would be my advice as a spiritual teacher and as a healer, is learn to protect your energy. And there's multiple layers to protection. There's herbs you can use, crystals you can use, there's prayers, but everything is intention. What is my intention of holding protection around myself and around my team? Protection is everything. And then cleansing would be my second advice. But overall, intention is everything. And to any paranormal investigator, whether you've been in this you're just starting out, your first investigation this weekend, or you've been investigating for 40 years, trust. Trust is a big one. Trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, your discernment, trusting those you go out with in the paranormal investigation world. It's not good to go in with somebody you don't trust, because then you are creating that energy within that space. Energy is everything. Our thoughts, our words create energy around us. And that's why I said earlier that I don't believe that every haunting is a soul or an entity or a spirit. Sometimes I believe it's just energy we have created ourselves by our thoughts and our words and our actions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tea and Twilight moment and getting to know me, Alishah, with Appalachia Lightworker Paranormal and Tennessee Ghouls. Continue to follow us here on my page and also the Tennessee Ghoul page. We have stepped away from investigations the past couple of weeks, but we are getting ready to go back into it. But not before we do CreepyCon. CreepyCon is July 31st through August 2nd in Knoxville, Tennessee. We are going to be there as vendors. Along with myself, the ladies and I have created some really neat things, handmade items. So please come by and check out our booth. And then all the other vendors are going to be amazing guests. There's also going to be a guest there who also shares the same genetic disorder with me, ectodermal dysplasia. Michael Berryman, he's an actor, a great horror actor. He's going to be a guest there. I'm so excited about meeting him. But CreepyCon is going to be an amazing time, and if you live in or near or around or want to travel to East Tennessee for CreepyCon, please do so. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm actually going to be teaching a short class on Saturday for protection and cleansing. I hope to see you guys there. Please stop by our booth and say hi. We love to chat. Thank you guys and have a beautiful evening. See you later.